Hey everybody, welcome to episode 5 of the Subcon Video Game Hip Hop Podcast. I'm your host, Gino Boost from Game Music for All. You all know that first track, you gotta know the first track. That was Kendrick Lamar with his track, You Ain't Gotta Lie. And that's from his newest album, The Pimp a Butterfly, which just came out in March. So yeah, we're digging into the hip hop part of the podcast early. I gave that song the one verse treatment because he's kind of big time, you know. I think they play him on the radio or something. The beat you're listening to now is by Salazar. That's Salazar with the number 5, not an S. You can find him on SoundCloud. This is his down home chill Sega beat. I need to chill, and it is chill, and I am chill, and we're all chill right now. Coming up next on the podcast, we got a classic track. You could call them nerdcore rap, nerdcore pop rap, rap pop, nerdcore, nerdy pop, rap nerds. The Grammar Club, which consists of several of my favorite musicians, nerdy or not, coalescing together like some gross conglomerate, like a hot dog. But it sounds really good. A hot dog is a bad analogy. Maybe like a gourmet, kosher hot dog. Yeah, that's the ticket. This is that kosher hot dog of a group, the Grammar Club, with their classic track from their original Bremelanitide album. This is Bank Holiday.
Yeah! I got a bank holiday, I got a reason to live. I got nothing to lose, I have nothing to give. I got money to burn, I got money to run. I got a merry-go-round, it goes all over town. It goes up, it goes pop under somebody's mouth. I got a run over clown, I shoot him with my pistol, cause this will prevent him from killing me first. With just one day I can get away. Give me just a little time, all I need's a little time. Give me just a little time, all I need's a little time. I like the way, I like the way. I'm not living life anymore. I lived out of a truck for well over a year to advance my professional wrestling career. My name was Alex McSlam. I had a mover, I grabbed my opponent and twisted his kiwis off. But that didn't last. Faded with the past. When they turned me heel, I lost fan. I like the way, I like the way. I'm not and this is my professional career path, so why don't you step right on up? I see you walking the sides, but to drop an elbow on your head and make your family cry. This is a bank holiday, no need for work, we need play. I'm tired of busting my ass like I'm a modern day slave, and I got nickels to my name, but nothing greater. You'll see me struggle, hustle to the day I meet my maker. So when you break it down, all I'm talking about is just running the math and needing to break a bank holiday. Another 24 to get the job done right. Give me some sunlight, unlike games, and then we get one life. No continuous screens, no popcorners in the big machines. One day you go when there is no credits, and I'm gonna make the most of this. I gotta get it all together and focus. And a big holiday's what I need to succeed. So please give me just a little time. All I need's a little time. Give me just a little time. You need yours and I'm gonna get mine.
Yeah.
I don't really got an excuse as to why I stopped, but on the flip I got questions to why it hasn't stopped. It's pulling me at night, saying you'll never be right until you going right, until you touch that mic, until you give it all, until your boys on the other side read what you scroll. This is what you would call maybe a second chance to get this music thing right, and maybe just expand to something better than being a veteran. Saying my album don't drop and make me cheddar man. Everyone's saying that. I'm more amazed if you pay anything to hear me rap, cause while these bars are a blessing, they also kinda curse, cause what I say is ignored if it ain't in the verse. I think it's so perverse that I'm my father's son, fighting addiction and chasing a high that never comes. This is what I've become, doing impossible things and working toward becoming unstoppable. It's probably illogical, given how much I fail, that I just keep spitting and giving 1,000,000% in every single written. And this is why I'm tripping. Are these dudes really more talented than JUI? Before I'm done, I'll give you something that you can't deny. More than just my plight, feel like it's our fight. And if you with me, we'll get this light and strike twice. More than just my plight, feel like it's our fight. And if you with me, we'll get this light and strike twice. More than just my plight, feel like it's our fight. And if you with me, we'll get this light and strike twice. More than just my plight, feel like it's our fight. And if you with me, we'll get this light and strike twice. I'm 13 again, wrapped up in instrumentals, and I don't fit in. I'm chewing on the pen, trying to figure out exactly how to pull them in. And even back then, I had a lot of doubt that's amplified by everyone, even my mama's mouth. The world is on the route, told me to throw in the towel. This is the losing bout. People ain't listening to the stuff that you trying to spout. That's when it all clicked. Somehow I couldn't quit hearing the current of voices that's telling me to spit. In spite of every setback and every drop pass, these verses are a sledgehammer to break the ceiling glass. I live these feelings last into my next life and lead us all on the stage and underneath the lights. I'm trying to reach a height nobody's ever seen. My life script ain't done, this is the perfect scene. And when I touch the mic, this is what I recite. Not as a dying wish, but as my only wish is that you realize your dream and utilize your gifts and never let it go, no matter who you show. Don't care how many will try to stop you or tell you no, cause you were born for this and it's your life path. You know it's deep in your heart, so put it in your grasp. You know it's deep in your heart, so put it in your grasp. You know it's deep in your heart, so put it in your grasp. You know it's deep in your heart, so put it in your grasp. More than just my plight, feel like it's our fight. And if you with me, we'll get this light and strike twice. More than just my plight, feel like it's our fight. And if you with me, we'll get this light and strike twice. More than just my plight, feel like it's our fight. And if you with me, we'll get this light and strike twice. More than just my plight, feel like it's our fight. And if you with me, we'll get this light and strike twice.
Welcome back. That track you just heard was Lightning Strikes Twice. Of course, you could recognize the sample from Final Fantasy XIII. That was Lightning's theme, one of the most famous tracks off that album. And I call it that because I have not played FF13, but I know that track. That was by Juice Lee. I just heard of him. He hit me up via GameMusicForAll.com, which you should all do if you want to get me into some cool new music. He linked me to his Bandcamp, and I heard this album, which you could download on his Bandcamp right now. Links in the show notes, of course. You gotta put those show notes in because everyone's gotta hear this stuff. Like full tilt, none of my fade ins and fade outs and talking all that junk. Alright, so let's close this out right quick with the final track. This is by some of my buddies from The Shiz, a place with just full of amazing people. I might not hang out there anymore because my life got a little busy and I've never been a big forums person to begin with. But, 1160 tatted on my chest, Shiz life. I love The Shiz. Shoutouts to all the Shizzies out there. And that's why I gotta play this track. This is from another album I slept on. I just slept all over it. Dudes, Strifig was hitting me up, and I wasn't returning emails like a slob. But now I've heard it, now I love it. This track even has the the chiptune god himself, the maestro, Spamtron. And anything Spamtron is certified grade A chiptune gold in my book. So it all coalesces together with martial art, Spamtron, Shiz Nation. This track is called They're Like Locusts. Thanks for listening to another Subcon podcast. You are now leaving Subcon. Thanks for listening to the podcast. You can hit me up on Twitter at GenoBoost. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/GameMusicForAll. Of course, that's with the number 4. Hit up our website. Absolutely hit up our website. GameMusicForAll.com and GameMusicForAll.com/Subcon. If you go over to the /Subcon, you will see a link that says subscribe to us on iTunes. So subscribe to us on iTunes. Or just head over to the iTunes store, search for Subcon Video Game Hip Hop Podcast. You can also download exclusive video game remix albums and chiptune music over at GameMusicForAll.bandcamp.com. All absolutely free downloads. Check out my other podcast, the Bystanders Podcast, over at thebystanderspodcast.com. And if you're feeling extra generous, you could go and subscribe to the Bystanders Podcast on Facebook at facebook.com/thebystanderspodcast. And follow them on Twitter, by them I mean me, at TBS Podcast. If you stuck with me through all of that, maybe you want to support us monetarily even. If you want to do that, just go over to GameMusicForAll.com/support and you could pay us a monthly subscription via Patreon, or you can go the route of the good old PayPal donation and pay any amount you want to support the podcast, the website, and all the other internet-based endeavors that I do. Everything I just did is copyright GameMusicForAll.com 2015 or whatever year this podcast happens to come out. Thanks again for listening, and I will see you on the next episode.